welcome to this week's vlog. So this week what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put my Okapi doll together. So I might add a couple of layers more of paint and then I can start putting it together. So I'm trying a different technique with the body this time because the fabric I'm using is not faux fur, so it's a little bit more tedious to do. So I'm going to be working on that. Also going to be working on my kurama as well. I've got the fur ready to be cut out, so I've got a whole lot of fur cutting today to do. I might get my ferret painted up, so that's ready to go, and my kitsune, the rat, is ready to go as well, so put that up. I've still got parts for wolf parts and my rat parts to put together, but I'm also going to film a Patreon exclusive video about tools to cut faux fur, so I'm going to film that right after this. So that'll be available on my Patreon for $5 and up, and I also have a bunch of other videos up there that will help you out. But pretty much today I think I'm going to be cutting out all of the fabric to start sewing all the bodies. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dolls on the go. So I want to try and get them all done before the end of the year, because 7 dolls will take quite a bit. I have a new watercolor going up tomorrow. It's an Aurora Polar Bear watercolor, so that'll be available in my shop at both original and in prints. So you can check that out. Link is to everything is down the bottom in the description box. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get started cutting out lots of fur. I'll show you the pile. That's my pile of faux fur that I need to start cutting. So lots of bodies to sew. But anyway, I'm gonna start doing some stuff. Today's Friday. So yesterday I basically I just cut out all of the bodies to be sewn up, so that took most of the afternoon anyway. I did a little bit of painting, so I painted, it still needs another coat of paint on the eyes, but painted up my little ferret doll, and I still need to cast one paw as well for that ferret, but I can move on with everything else in the meantime. And I started painting up my 2 kitsune masks, the sun and the moon. So I've decided to go with blue for the moon, so I'll have like blue markings on the face, and I've gone with red for the sun. So yeah, sun and moon. I don't know whether to sell them as a pair or individually. Probably individually, but you know, they are a pair, so we'll see. Maybe the option, maybe if anybody wants them as a pair, I could do it like a little bit cheaper, but we'll see what happens. So today I'm probably, what am I going to do? Maybe I want to finish off painting those kitsune masks, and maybe we'll start pinning together some bodies to be sewn, or maybe I'll start sewing the bodies. Just depends how much time I have, because it's already almost 3 o'clock anyway. I had some things to do this morning. So yes, I don't really know. I have a new Patreon video coming up as well, so that's going to be published very soon. It's all about sculpting tools, so if you want to learn about the tools that I use for sculpting, then that will go up on my Patreon for $5 and up tier. And I was thinking about doing full-length sculpting videos as well, so I'll do like a quick video for my YouTube, and then I'll do maybe like a full-length one of sculpting. Maybe not full-length because that will end up taking a long time, but like a longer length of sculpting things that I sculpt from scratch. So whether it's monster clay or sculpting. So I have I haven't published any of the sculpting for Kurama, so I'm thinking what I might do is that quick little sculpt for YouTube, and then a more detailed sculptural video on my Patreon. So I haven't released that yet, but that'll be coming up. And the same with my Okapi doll. I'll do the same thing for that. So I'm already thinking about like the next doll, strange animal doll to make, and I kind of want to make a shoe bill. I've always wanted to make one of them. They're pretty cool. So I'm thinking that, and also a secretary bird. Really want to make one of them too. I really like the colors on them, so there are 2 things that I want to make, 2 birds as well. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We've got 7 dolls on the run now, but that'll probably be it for the year, these 7 dolls, and then I can start on the next year. But anyway, I might get some work done this afternoon, and I'll catch up with you at the end. Welcome back. I'm gonna end the vlog here today. What did I do? Don't know that I did very much. So I painted up one of the kitsune masks, so that will be the sun kitsune. I haven't got a very steady hand today, so I'll probably wait to do the next one. For some reason my hand's not very steady, so I use like this fine brush to do all of the details, but it's not really working properly today. So that's pretty much all I did. I also did the armature for the Okapi doll, so that video will be a Patreon exclusive video on how I'm doing the body. So because it's a little bit different from the rest of my dolls that I do, so I'm doing like a different type of technique. It's just a trial, so I'll probably put that on my Patreon in the coming weeks or month or whatever. I have a big fat lap cat on me. Yeah, so I'll probably do that in the future as a Patreon post. The same deal with the... which doll was it? Maybe the Kurama doll, I'm not too sure. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, so hopefully I can get some more done next week, and hopefully I have a doll going up soon. I've still got to do this one, but like I said, my hand's not very steady. So for the kitsune masks, I use the golden paints. I don't generally use golden paints to paint things, but because they are pretty thick, pretty thick paints, and they're really more for painting on canvases and stuff. So I don't know if you can tell, but they're quite thick and quite a lot thicker than the Chromacryl paints that I use. But in saying that, they make for really good texture colors. So I don't know if you can tell, but there's quite a lot of texture on the kitsune, on the red bits. So that's what I wanted to portray in these ones. I've used these golden paints in all of my kitsune dolls. So the same deal I'll do with the cyan, primary cyan color, because I like, kind of gives it like a lacquer sort of effect, which is what I want. And I'm also working on a new printable for my patrons as well. Patrons, whatever. So that'll be going up at the end of this month, and it is one of my previous characters, one of my previous dolls. It is a cat. So I'm doing a printable for that, which will then become a downloadable print in my shop, but my patrons will get it for free. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will end it here, and I'll see you next week. But as always, I want to thank my patrons for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. It really helps me make more time to make things like this and make more content. So if you want to join, or if you want to support me, you get a whole lot of different perks and stuff, and the link will be down in the description box. And you can also check me out on Instagram and Facebook, Creatures of Nat, and my shop, creaturesofnat.com. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.